Power, peace, and power. I thank the universal truth and absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people that struggle. Salute, salute. How you doing? Peace and power. Ninth. Peace and power. Oh my goodness. How's everybody doing on this Juma Friday? How's everybody doing? Peace. We're dealing with 8th. We're going to deal with the higher, the top 8 of the building destroyed. We talking about building today, right? Debbie, how you doing? Sweetness, how you doing? Kelly Mills, salute, salute. Salute. T, what up, T? V Gibb, what up, V Gibb? As always, when V Gibb is in the building, let it be known, V Gibb. Let it be known. Let it be known how many days. Buffalo, how y'all doing? I hope y'all healing and organizing and doing what needs to be done out there. Jason Reels, what up, what up? Uh-oh, every county, what up? What's going on across the pond? Tisha, how you? Peace, son. Build or destroy, son. What we doing? What we doing? We dealing with the top 8 or the lower 8? Talk to me. Vitamin Vision. Salute, salute. What up? LG, what up? All right. All right, all right. Miss Chocolate, what up? Look at that. V Gibbs today. 358 days. Next Saturday will be 1 year clean. That's what we talking about. Mind, body, and spirit. What up? Where you been, mind, body, and spirit? Hey, Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Oh, Miss Parker. You match that name, Miss Parker? Everybody give V some purple hearts, man. Give V Gibbs some purple hearts. Next Saturday. 1 year, clean and sober off that junk. That's what we talking about. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. That's right. Give him them purple hearts, man. That's what he do. He's a soldier. He's a soldier. And he deserves all those purple hearts. But he saved himself, and by saving himself, he also saved his family and his legacy. That's what we do. That's what we do here. So yeah, next week we celebrating 1 year clean and sober. That's how we work. That's how we work. All things work in divine order. That's right. That's right. Now he has a story to tell. Because he's a thriver. Dig? So, as y'all can see, I'm still in the sticks, and y'all do have to pardon me. I have to, ask for y'all pardons because I'm not on my own time. Wayne, what up? In Oakland, what up? Not on my own time, so scheduling is off. I make an attempt to remain as disciplined as I can when I'm moving around, but you on air mattresses, you dealing with elders, you know, it's different. It's different. You on Fulton and J Street and people sedated? Really, Hennessy? That's not good. In the town? Wow. My mother's 35 years clean. Salute to moms. Tell moms we love her. Salute, moms. That's right. But yeah, I'm trying to, maintain a schedule as much as I can, but I'm telling you, it's just like being on the road, It's like being on the road, man. I hated being on tour with some of those rap groups and stuff. It's just I'm serious. I'm a city dude. NYC, Brooklyn dude. I just don't, the movement is off, you know? But I've been good though. I have been walking. You know, hills is crazy on this end. I have been, you know, definitely researching and studying and maintaining. You know, I got my books, you know, that's why we having this Saturday night book club. And look, it's upon us again. It's tomorrow. Title. Title of this here. Alright? Come on now. And please, when you come in, definitely share it. Yeah, I know my IG page is still hacked. And the way they hacked the page, that I can't even get the recovery links. So I can't even get in to support, even though the page is still up and all that. It's forcing me to either create another page, you dig, or just go without. And when you send, the way they hacked it, they took the email. So they changed the email, so when I'm sending for the recovery link, it's going to this hacked email. So I can't even get the recovery link, and I damn sure don't know the password. So until I could get that situated, you know, we're going to have to do what we do. We're going to have to use Twitter. We're going to have to use Clubhouse. We're going to have to use YouTube, Facebook. You know, I even tried to go through Facebook to see if you know, they could acknowledge that, yo, yeah, that page been hacked. They want me to create a whole new joint. I'm like, no, I want to get in that one. So I'm waiting out a few more days, see what's good with it. It's still up and running. So if you receive any DMs from Bliz 155, no, it ain't me. I haven't been in there in a minute. But again, it hasn't stopped no show. Is your email account a Gmail account? No. I just got a Gmail for YouTube. My email is Yahoo. I'm old school. You can use your Zoom on your phone to talk. But yeah, definitely, I can use Zoom and all that. You know, Zoom is what I usually would use for my anger management, my coaching sessions. But it was so much easier for people who were accustomed to using IG. Right? I just go on DMs and we go right there. Same with Messenger. You know, it's not going to stop a show. And again, I do use virtual sessions because they're more personable. You can see me. I can see you. The body language is much different than just on a phone or, you know. No, all people need to see and have people understand that they digging and checking for them, you know. So we'll get that back right. Other than that, title of this video, yeah, it wasn't an unknown email or link, and I didn't click on. I'm telling you, it was a DM, and it was weird. So I made an attempt to just delete it, like I always do. I'll be on point. Trust me. Tried to delete the DM, and boom, it got me right from there. You dig? But the title, and as I spoke to, well, I was just on Messenger with one of my comrades that's in the UK. She wants or suggested that every time I'm on YouTube, we need to start sectioning off the bills, you know, 10, 15-minute segments at a time based on specific Q&A or specific issues. That's cool. We can make an attempt to incorporate that as long as we don't move from what we are here to be, which is solution-based. You dig? Okay, so the title, right? 3 dumb girls, and dumb dude, and a baller who know shit real. I want to start on these 3 dumb girls, and this is really for NYC because a lot of people out of town may not know of what took place, the video that I'm referencing. So if you're from NYC, any one of my NYC people, please put the link in either the chat or the comments so they could go back to it. There's a video that went, semi-viral of these 3 young videos. See, you got me reading Essence. We like long videos. Cut it out. Right, young. $1.75. You know where I was going. We always make attempts to criticize, to speak to youth, especially our young women. And a lot of people have, over the last decade, excused some of the behaviors of our young women as sign of the times, or a shrug of a shoulder. Like we become accustomed to just shrugging our shoulders whenever our youth display uncouth behaviors, especially our women. This whole Meg Thee Stallion, even with Cardi, and the tolerance for the dumb shit. There's become a tolerance for the dumb shit that diminishes the value of our women. Again, men facilitate this and accept it and encourage it because when our women are dealing with a lower level mentality and they start to exhibit behaviors that are beneath them, it is easier to abuse them. It is easier to take advantage of them. It is easier to utilize them for purely sexual gratification. So of course, you're going to allow them to run amok. Of course, you're going to allow them, right, to act out of order. Remember, your actions start with your thoughts, your beliefs, and those turn into the behaviors that manifest themselves into the events that we see. So we have been subject to certain information, certain messages in the songs, and those have become solid, right? We have allowed those messages to become solid and an affirmation of truth, when in all reality it isn't. So we have our young people running crazy. Dante Snowden, salute for the Cash App. Much appreciated. So our women have been allowed to stand firm on behaviors that are way, way below their true nature. So here we go. We got these young women running amok, and that Glow Rider shit is just, that's just the tip of the iceberg. You dig what I'm saying? But it's been bubbling for a minute. Jasmine, what's up? For a minute. We've been seeing videos of our young women fight consistently wherever they at, tearing down fast food joints, restaurants, cruise ships, airports, And the behavior, because people like to watch foolishness, again, have manifest themselves to normalcy. People believe it's normal now, right? The same way people at one time was under the belief that the angry black woman is something that is real. It's not real. That's a false narrative. That's a false narrative. There's no such thing as the angry black woman. You understand? Dante Snowden, salute. There's no such thing. There are angry black people who deserve to be angry and have very, very real reasons to express that anger in specific situations. So now, right, we come across this video, which happened supposedly about 3, 4 in the morning in Manhattan. Jonathan Kidd Sr., salute, thank you. And I was puzzled, really puzzled by what I was watching, because these weren't kids. I seen that from the rip, that these were not teenagers, that these were actually young adults. So now I'm watching it. And in the background, you immediately see men of their age and older with their phones out recording and kind of egging the behavior on, right? So I'm watching, and I'm watching the women. From this particular point, again, I always say, don't be triggered by these videos without getting or researching the precursor. So they're tearing this spot up, 3 of them, knowing that they're being filmed by the crowd, knowing or should know that in the establishment there's cameras all in it, and that the employees were filming it. Everybody's being filmed all day, every day. I don't care if you're going to eat in a restaurant, if you're going in to work out at Planet Fitness or Blank, if you're going in a bar, if you're going in a bodega, cameras are everywhere. Big Brother been watching since 1984, 86. So as they're tearing this spot up, I'm looking in their faces. They don't appear to be high. Maybe a little inebriated, but they don't. They just seem as if they are raging out of control. One of them made an attempt to come across the counter and go back, and her ass couldn't even go back over, right? A couple of times. The other one came across, and in the mix of this destruction, fell, and again it kept thinking for some reason that it was funny, that it was humorous. So I'm thinking, who raised them? Where's the parents? As this situation is occurring, what is the thought in their mind? So once you start reading the comments from several different people who've had the videos up all over social media, you start to find out that all of this happened because the establishment, the workers there, told them that for extra condiments, they were going to be charged $1.75. That took them over the top and destroyed this business. Now they get caught, as we all know they were, right? I knew that was going to happen. Not only did they do that, but in the course of throwing things, they hurt an employee. And from what is being reported, they also snuffed 12. They hit Popo. Whoa! So now, I believe the ages of 21, 23, 27. 27! I have people on my page, 27 years old, with master degrees. 27 years old with their own homes. 27 years old already holding political seats all over this country. You mean to tell me that in 27 years, in 23 years, in 20, that you, three girls, didn't have enough intelligence or patience or $1.75 to go in your pocket and pay for it? Now, I've been in all of the major fast food joints over the years. And when we came up, you had as much condiments as you want. They gave you so much you didn't even have to ask for it. But times changed. I can recall them getting stingy and stingier as the years progressed. Now it's to a point where Chick-fil-A only give you 2 sauces per meal. And if you go back in there as polite and as customer driven as Chick-fil-A is, you go ask for more, they're only going to give you 2. And it's a bit frustrating sometimes because you may go in there and get $50 worth of Chick-fil-A and you thinking, well, how the hell am I going to eat these tenders or these nuggets with these 2-ass sauces? But over time, as you notice, if you go into different spots, that happens to be the unspoken rule. It is what it is. All fast food or all of the food industry is suffering, just like all other industries. All other industries is suffering, so they're not trying to waste anything. So now, again, you young women wouldn't stop. It's one thing to curse someone out because you're triggered. It's another thing to push and smash the partition. Didn't stop there. You actually ripped the partition down, went across, just destroyed the spot for some condiments. So now ask yourself, hopefully none of the 3 have any children, especially young children who do things such as spill a little bit of juice right? Ask for cookies if they go on the bodega or some chips. Because what would the reaction be? You understand what I'm saying? This is what society is raising. Again, in all of the banter of being glowed up, right? Be looking for bread, getting to the bags and all that. We have this ugliness that is just running rampant through our people. It's not only them, as young as they are, really as old as they were, because the behavior, it crosses all ages. That our people are believing for some reason that they're entitled to certain shit. Where it come from is false narratives. Nobody don't owe you shit. If anything, you owe yourself to conduct yourself in a manner of which that people will be pleased to give you something. So now they was arrested. Don't know what the outcome of that case will be. However, if it was me and it was my establishment, I would ask the presiding judge for them to have to work for me in that establishment for the duration of the probationary period if they don't send them to jail. Because again, the employee was hurt. So the restitution on that's going to be crazy. Because if the owner of the company, not only that location, just the owner of the, if it's a franchise, didn't have proper security in place to prevent that, and the workers had to ask for it and things like that, that employee that was hurt going to get some bread behind that. And if that cop go out on comp, you know, trust and believe, these three little, you know, numbskulls are going to have to pay for it. So if they don't do a little 30 days on 40 days on the island behind it, they'll get probation, depending on if they had any cases before, you know. So for that probationary period, I would definitely ask the judge for them to be in full uniform. I don't care if they got 3 years probation, full uniform, working in the establishment. And in there, in that, working there, I would make sure that their duty is to stand at the door and tell people how much condiments cost. Straight like that. Nah, you ain't on the register. Nah, you ain't on fries. Your ass is to stand here and explain to customers how much condiments cost. So, I told y'all this was going to be a hot summer, long hot summer, people doing some dumb shit. But this behavior is prevalent amongst our young people. The wilding out. I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to take what I want. Okay. Now, a situation just ended with them in cuffs and facing some type of consequences. Next dude, also in New York City, met his demise in a similar fashion. As you watch the video, you will already be triggered by the simple fact that you see a young melanated man acting extra aggressive with an elder in a store. So that's what's triggering for many people, because we are tired. We have grown tired of seeing people who we are attempting to give knowledge of self, to speak with, to make an attempt to save, because they have been the victims of oppression the most. They're the ones who are getting shot down in the street. They're the ones who are getting lied to by their own culture. They are the ones who are unemployed. They are the ones who have the most difficulty trying to feed themselves. So it is becoming tiresome to continuously watch young people on these videos acting an ass. And every time you see it, you get triggered. Sometime in your subconscious, sometime right here in the front, you're making an attempt to figure out what's going on in this person's mind. Now, we already know about the mental illness that's going on across the world, globally. You already know that there's some that's just off the meter. We know this. So when we're watching these videos, we're already triggered. So when you're watching this video, especially coming out of New York City, we've been seeing it in Flatbush. We done went through a couple of them. We have seen these bodega owners shot, killed numerous times just in the past couple of months. One of the young ones was 18, 19. And a lot of them within that area, Flatbush, East Flatbush, Canarsie, Brownsville, East New York, those are families. So we know them. I could go in a store in East New York and go to a store in Flatbush, and that's family. Because they've been here 60, 70 years. So we know them. So when you see them getting harmed, stuck up, argued down to, you know what it is. And again, we're not going to have a blanket statement that is wrong, because a lot of them are foul too. A lot of them don't know how to speak. There is a cultural difference in how they address our youth. A lot of them are frustrated with what's going on as well. So there's clashes. Doesn't make it right on our part, doesn't make it right on their part. But it happens. But it's happening more and more frequently now. As our people are becoming more and more disenfranchised and boxed out of our own communities, it's elevating in these and escalating the numbers and in these clashes. So now we see him tussling with the old dude, trying to figure out what's going on. What happens? Pops pull out that thing. Like I keep telling y'all, ain't nobody gonna be sitting here fisticuffing with nobody in no clothes. People are going to try to save themselves. They are going to make sure in their mind, I'm not ending up on the wrong side of somebody's news story. I always tell you, your job is to make it home. to you and yours. That's your job. So what Pop do? Pull out that thing, start eating. Young man met his demise. He lost his life. He lost his life. For what? Now the story starts coming out. Because of an EBT card not working? Is that what is going on? And he wasn't able to get what he went in there to get. It triggered him. He wigged out. I always tell you, if you know that you have an issue with anger, you need to come get help. One of the most important things that I say in anger management is the fact that no one has a monopoly on violence. If you can give it, you can surely get it. And that's an absolute fact. No one has a monopoly on violence. Not the United States, not Russia, not gang, not a dude pounding on his wife. No one has a monopoly on violence. So it behooves you to check yourself before you decide to fly off the handle. I say it all the time. So the minute through your conditioning and your perception that you are triggered and you're angry and that you want to lash out, anger management shows you how to redirect and de-escalate. So now, youngin' couldn't do that. Youngin' didn't do it. And he lost his life. Now, what's the after effect? There's a whole lot of shouldas, couldas, but we dealing with fact right now. He's gone. What is the lesson learned? What is the jewel in that? Because a lot of people won't get it. A lot of people still place themselves in that seat and say, well, it won't be me. What do we take away from that? Because now they're trying to politicize it. Now they arrest a man for murder. Murder! Someone is attacking you in the climate that New York City is right now, and you defend yourself. Not intentionally, but I'm trying to get this young person up off me. I don't know what he on. I don't know what he been smoking. I know people was pushing people in the tracks. I know people was shooting up subway cars. I know women are getting shot in the head. Babies in the stroller. I know that this is the temperament for what's going on in New York City. So I have to fight for what I believe is my right, which is my life, and I'm getting charged with murder. Not only do we get charged with murder, but they insult the family by getting rid of a GoFundMe fund. Why? See, this is where the politics come into play. Because now, oh no, we can't have people defending themselves. We can't, because now they want, what are you going to label him now? Vigilante? No. Not a vigilante. Vigilante would have been somebody else coming in and intervening. No, he fought for his life. Listen for the spin. They're going to start spinning it. Because, again, if you can charge him with murder for defending himself while being attacked, how come you can't charge police for murder when they kill somebody that's unarmed? When they choke out somebody that's unarmed? Where's the murder charge for them? Oh. You come here, we deal with hard science here. We don't deal with the bullshit. Dealing with high science. Critical thinking. Know and understand the process in order to establish specific policies that they place there in order to take control of your life. You have to understand the dynamics of it. They're basically saying that you can't make that determination whether or not to save yourself. How do you have the audacity to charge that man? Come on, I keep telling you, capitalist society is always about making money off of situations. Come on. Be sharp. Be sharp. And if they can do that to him, because people keep asking me about the gun laws and policies and whoop-de-woo and Don't think because you have a certification, a license, and own a weapon that your black ass is going to be okay. Should somebody run up on you and you pop them, your ass going to get charged with murder. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I don't care what penal law, I don't care what criminal procedure you look up in New York State, nothing is there in clarity when it comes to self-defense. I'm telling you, your ass will go to jail. Better do your research. No such thing. You're a slave to the state of New York. You are there to earn, be taxed, and die. You don't own yourself. You cannot protect yourself. And if you don't like that, then you need to make sure either you pull up out of it or have folks that represent you change those policies. Okay? So that's 4 dummies that we got out of the way. Just watch that case, how it unfolds. Listen to the legal terminology Listen to the legal terminology and watch it. I'm telling you. Who's the baller? Who you think the baller is, son? I don't come here pulling and holding my tongue. Baller, step on up. Brittany Griner, step on up, dummy. She's a dummy. She's a dummy. Just like anybody else who goes off to these far lands and don't understand the political climate. All right? And I'll tell you, my tribe included. It's all fun. It's all fun. If you got it, go ahead and see the world. If that floats your boat, do the damn thing. I see people doing all the... Listen, I had some of my tribe go to Egypt right before the government fell and their ass got stuck there. This was years ago. Also seen people during the pandemic that got popped overseas and couldn't get back because policy shifted overnight. So now we have a baller who played international ball, who have discussions with other teammates who are from over there. Ever since I was a youngin', a little dude, we heard of Mikhail Baryshnikov. We heard of scientists. Right? I'm out of here. I'm not going back over there. Same with Cuba. All that. I'm gone. I'm getting the hell up out of here. Now, in 2021, damn it, we've been in this new world organization since 2019. If you who has had access, and I know she had access to people from over there because I had access to people from over in our school systems in different parts of Brooklyn. You have Russians, you have Ukrainians, you have Albanians, you have all type of people who you can speak to from the country. You see it on the news. If you have any sense of government, you know what Russia feels about not only the rainbow people, but the black people. You know that. You know that. You also know what they feel and how they feel about their justice system and any foreigners breaking laws in their land. That's an absolute fact. I don't care where you from. Russia is not a spot to act up in. God damn, it's hard enough for Russians to do anything out of pocket. So now, you get knocked over there. This millennial, you know, because that's what they are. These millennials believe For some strange reason, shit don't affect them. Shit don't pertain to them. Now, we can no longer assume that she didn't have what they said they had. Right? Because before we was like, well, maybe she didn't have it. Maybe they planned it on her. Maybe they did this. Maybe because she copped out to it. So you took the plea. Now, other people, I told y'all what was going to happen. I told y'all that shit. So if she go to trial and she blow, y'all ain't going to see her no more. That's going to be a wrap. I told y'all that. She ain't go to trial because she knew that shit too. So now, what are they going to give her? But better yet, this is what is the analytical point for me. Why do we care? Why does anybody who is conscious and woke care? Because since the start, I really didn't say much about it. I'm trying to figure out what has her ass done for anybody other than herself. I'm being honest. What has she done? And I'm not even going to act like I didn't watch and I wasn't a fan. I'm a sports dude. Definitely women's sports. So I've seen that coming out of high school. I seen her at Baylor. All that. What has she done? Any of them. Athletes, all that. I'm not going to just put her. We just dealing with her specifically because there has been this broadcast need of urgency for people to be aware of this story. What has she done? I know for absolute fact Mutulu Shakur did so much for us. For himself and for us. And he is battling cancer. All type of other ailments inside. Been incarcerated 5 decades. Mumia Abu Jamal. Plenty for us. Assada's on the run to this day for us. Leonard Peltier fighting for his people, still incarcerated. Daruba. People who have fought in the name of us. For us who've cut paths and not only help our conscience, but our spirit and physical cut through oppression. And there's no outcry for them. What has she done for anyone? What do they do? So now, because you're slipping, because you're off point, because you believe that you have some type of entitlement to do what the hell you want to do and get caught up with Vlad in them, who happen to be in a war. We supposed to care? So you could just come back out and bump pussy. I'm serious. I'm serious. What is going to be the end result of this person coming home? How do I gain? And I always say, I'm specific, because I can only speak for me and mine. She's never been to East New York. She's never held the parents of somebody who was killed in East New York. Never put any bread back into East New York. Haven't even shown anybody how to shoot a jump shot from East New York. Why would I be concerned about her? And everybody from wherever they from have to ask themselves the same question. Goddamn about her and her wife. Serious. There's no hate. Just don't give a fuck. So be mindful of the information that they make sure is flushed throughout your attention. Because when they do it on a large scale, they also do it in small scales, increments. And you go through your timeline and you see what's being fed through social media, on your Facebooks, on your Twitters. They put things in front of you. And again, play with your subconscious to create empathy, to create sympathy, and for you to forget about what you are going through and what you need. So when you see all these dummies, the 3 dumb girls, shorty that lost his life in the damn bodega, and this dumb weed head, be mindful. Be mindful of your whole composition when you're engaged in that. Russia was never your enemy. I gotta address that in the chat. Russia's never been your enemy. And the whole world was raping the diaspora all on the continent. Russia didn't go over here. Didn't go over there. If you really woke and conscious and claim to be B1 and want to stand behind the legacy of the Panthers and the BLA, then know that leadership was trying to get to Russia. That leadership was trying to get to China and Cuba. Because those were the allies to your people when these bastards was kicking you in your ass. Be mindful when your enemy points out who your enemy should be. That is a big misconception about people who claim to stand up and be black. That you read a lot of black shit and don't read from others who have fought your enemy and won, because they not just same hue, because they not melanated. I come to teach. There's been a lot of people who lack melanin put their life on the line for your causes. You think the IRA wasn't helping the BLA? You don't understand that? You don't understand it was very, very, very large organization efforts. I'm saying, by people who don't look like you, but acknowledged your enemy and was an enemy to them. I think Asada didn't have comrades. If she only depended on people that look like us, her ass would still be in there. Right now. I'm saying, do your research before you make a blanket statement. It's a lot of backdooring. There's a lot of underhanded shit that go on with people from all over. But the real ones are just as black as your ass and mine. You mean to tell me you side with Sharpton, old greasy ass Al, before some Russia who will teach you certain things about this mess over here and how they're able to operate? Be mindful, because when you speak as such, then you have people fall back. Like, oh, and you really don't know. And then you create a sense of ignorance around you. Serious. It's a dirty game. Dirty game. Because what we're playing for is the most valued jewel in the whole universe. They making up these stories. Avengers, this and that, Thanos getting all the goddamn stones. Your ass is the stone. You. There's a whole lot of tricks that come into play here. Shit ain't no cakewalk. It's deception all the way around. You. They playing for you. So you have to be the one to know how to duck and dodge, to think critically about who you align yourselves with. not fight over some goddamn condiments or a bag of chips or some fucking oil, weed oil. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're not smarter than that yet? So, again, like I said, I'm out and about. I just had to come on through, touch my people real quick. I ain't forgot about y'all, but like I said, my time and my schedule's all over the place. Still in these sticks, trying to do what I do. But be mindful. I'm telling you, be mindful of what's going on. Your job is to make it home every day. Every day. So you can study. So you can prepare. So you can live. So you can love. So I lose a day one. It seems like every week. Day 1 or 2. I don't have time to bullshit. I don't have time to bullshit. Essence, don't worry about that, because you reading 34 likes and I'm reading 257. They gonna play with this shit. Remember, I told you, I don't eat off of this. I just don't. I don't trust it. I don't believe it. Once I speak and the message is out and you keep replaying and it goes on and y'all keep sharing, the job is getting done. The job is getting done. I gave so much over the last year so that this shit live forever. It lives forever. They can't stop this. Y'all got more coming from me than y'all ever got from Huey, Eldridge, Bobby, any of that. You can look up clips on them and you get the same 10, 20. Been on here over a year. Jewel after jewel after jewel. This shit is a new war now. Can't stop this. Damn a light. They never gonna put me in that position. You will never see me with 100,000 subscribers, millions of. You're not gonna see that. The people got to drive that. It would have happened already. It would have happened already. Trust and believe. It would have happened. Oh, I ain't gonna leave. Hold up, because Jasmine says something. I want to address that too, Jasmine. That issue on top of the twerking senator. Why y'all mad with her? Why y'all mad with her? I need to know. Yeah, I need to know. Why y'all mad with Tierra Mac? Why y'all mad with her? She's able to communicate with her wife or something. Why y'all mad with her? You like the dance, Seth? I didn't like the dance because she ain't had no goddamn rhythm. And why she don't have no rhythm? Because she bumping pussy. So of course, men read that. You may not be able to read it automatically, but when they're trying to express themselves in a sexual manner, and it wasn't a twerk. Why are people calling it a twerk? She on a handstand. There ain't no damn twerk. She did a headstand. She had the grippers in the air. But why are you upset with it? One, she don't identify as someone that you would be attracted to, because she ain't attracted to you. That's one. Two, people are getting upset because, again, she's melanated. But she don't identify as a melanated person. She don't speak for you. Nothing in her constitution speaks for a melanated black woman. Nothing. So why are you mad? Why is that triggering? Why? If you claim her as yours, then boo-boo the fool on you. She's not rocking with you. Anybody that sits in the pocket with that shit, listen, there's so much to that. I'm telling you, she has layers and layers and layers of dysfunction. When it comes to who she is, in relation to who she appears as. And I always tell y'all that. When people sit in spaces, Mike Hughes, salute for that. Cash App. When they say, I take an oath, and they are accepted, and not only accepted, loved on and embraced by certain people, individuals, and institutions, they don't look at you the same as you may think. They should. Don't look at your black folks like that. They don't. So she has an institution to the government. And she's sitting in the government seat. She has an institution to who she believes she is, right? Sexually. Took an oath to it and stands by it. That's what they live. She lives that. You ain't talking about nothing that you talking about. So you have to stop getting upset and triggered by it. Don't claim somebody that don't claim you. How does that work? How does it work? Because it hasn't been working for a long time. You claim people because of their skin tone. You claim people because they place these people in spaces and give them rhetoric, give them a movie role, give them a sport, give them a song to say. And you believe in that without actually knowing these people. What's the girl name? Lotus. What's the girl name that did the TV show on Channel 7 with the president? She kissing the president and all that. Had an affair. What's the child name? Because she don't deal with nothing black at all. The hell is her name? Y'all pushed her. One that did the Django with Kerry Washington. Despises black. And that's come from all my rap dudes that have been up and around her. From when she was a D-list actress on up. You don't mess with nothing black. And you'd be surprised how many of them are rock like that. Garcelle Bouvet, all these people who have been in the vibration of our people to excel, to get to where they wanted to get to. But they don't live that on a regular basis. I keep telling y'all that. Agents, black. White. They're accountants, white. They're managers, white. The people who they do deals with, producers, writers, white. Who they vacation with. But you continuously, no. Who they sleep and love and bear children with. That's what it is. But you claim and embrace them for what? What do they do? William Extra, salute. Thank you for that. What do they do? What do they do for you to be holding to them? That's now. And you don't know what that husband believes in. Stop looking at that. I'm going to show you something. That's why the fight is so hard. That's why the struggle is so hard. Because you're looking at people and saying, yeah, they with us. And not acknowledging what they're not doing. You don't think nothing about you. The hell? Steve Harvey and his broad, they both black? Do they think about you? Call him no king? He's not no king. Have you been around him? Do you know what oath he took? Do you know how they have meetings? Do you know if they practice Robert Rules of Order? You don't know these people. And that is why you're having an issue. Because you got kids, children, youngins, who don't know the first thing about being on code, about being in touch with their own third eye, with their own chakra, with their own constitution. And they mix and they mingle. And they're all over the place. And when you try to teach and be educated by them, you will see it. You will hear it. They put these little people in front of them. And you will have these little pretty black girls who can't even identify with themselves because they're looking at somebody else and saying they're pretty, they're intelligent, they're all that. Because they're on shows like Stranger Things and all this other wild, weird shit. And have them believing that their melanin isn't worth anything. That their melanin is on par and equal to what they have. And you as an adult, it is your duty to manifest different. She throws some dark husband up in front of you and you think he a king. He eating the same white man ass she eating. Let's not go there. No one A-list in that industry is B1. None of them. And that's evident. That is proven. They put that in their press. Ain't no games in that. No games in that. If Harvey wanted Lupita, and if she had a black man, he was getting some of that man too. The hell y'all think this is? Saw what they told Paula Jai Parker when they kicked her up out of the whip. You ain't marrying nobody that's in the industry, that's in the know, so you out of here. Because she married an outsider. Better listen when these people talk. You A-list, you rocking with that. Get no excuse. Who is he? Think these athletes ain't in the whip? Don't rock with you. You have different principles. You have different ideals. You have different wants. They don't rock with you. You don't see these people for 6 months, for a year. What do you think they doing? You don't see them in no hood. What do you think they doing? Who do you think they loving on? Who do you think they spending their money with? You name me somebody you ain't see in the hood in a year that you don't question. Where you at? Where you been? What up? But these people could do 3 movies back to back. Be thrown all through the black community for support. They shake their ass or put on a pair of stylish clothes and they black. They with you. Then you don't see them for a year and a half. Where the hell you think they at? Family can't account for them. Come on. Stop. Smarter than this. Telling you. You don't see them with you, they ain't with you. They're not with you. You dig? So look, let me do what I do. I gotta run. Like I said, I ain't on my time out here. Y'all good, right? Remember, use this and this intuition won't steer you wrong. Research. And then research the people you're getting information from. That's what keeps you sharp. Alright? So y'all be easy. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Believe in my belief in you. There is nothing that I believe in more than my people. And I mean nothing. Nothing. Trust that. And I mean that shit. Nothing more than I believe in my people. I believe in you. Try to convince me to believe in nothing else. It ain't gonna work. I done studied this shit. I done lived it all. I believe in my people. You don't believe in yourself, so be it. That ain't my issue. Dig? So be safe. I may be back on later. Ain't no telling. You know? Thank my moderators. Thank my peoples. I know you called, V. I saw you. I saw you. I don't know what happened, what I was doing, but I couldn't get right there. All right. Excuse me. All right. I'll holler at y'all later on. And again, I'm telling you, I'm still not into my IG. I'm still working on it, trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it back right. You know? But we here. We ain't stopped nothing. We got Facebook, we got Twitter, we got all that. We got TikTok, we got Clubhouse, we got all type of shit. Y'all know where I'm at. Y'all know where I'm at. And fellas, please, man, watch your grippers, man. I'm running around in these different states and cities. It's a little bit too sweet out here. Watch your grippers, man. I'm serious. Dudes is looking and smiling. Watch your grippers out here, man. You know what's going on. It seems to be real funny style. Real funny style. So be on point. I'm telling you. Be on point. All that, y'all, nah, it ain't sweet. Be on point. Dudes is, man. I ain't never seen it like this. Dudes be checking dudes. What is this? Like, for real. Like, come on. Like, what's good? Now, I don't want to make no new one, Ma. No. I want my old joint, because there's messages in there I got to get to. Yeah, watch your grippers. Yeah, watch your grippers. Watch your grippers out. I'm telling you, man. Yeah. They out and about. You like, the fuck is you looking at? What's hood? For real. Alright? See what I'm saying? That's how you do it. That's how you do it. So, I'll holler at y'all soon. Salute.